Before we dive into the first hidden trick, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. These inside tips will change the way you experience cruises forever. Let's set sail into the first big reveal. 1. Art auctions aren't what they seem. We've all seen the art auctions aboard cruise ships, champagne flowing, smooth-talking hosts presenting gorgeous paintings and sculptures, claiming each piece is an exclusive investment. But the truth behind these auctions might surprise you. Most of these art shows are managed by third-party auction houses, not the cruise lines themselves. And when things go wrong, the cruise line usually turns a blind eye. In fact, passengers have ended up paying exorbitant amounts for artwork that turned out to be far less valuable than promised. One woman bought a print for $3,800, only to find out it was worth less than $500 once appraised back home. Her attempt to get a refund fell on deaf ears, as the cruise line didn't take responsibility, and the auction company hid behind fine print. Seasoned cruisers know the trick. If you're intrigued by something, snap a photo and do some quick online research. Don't let the glitter fool you. 2. Man overboard detection systems are often absent. It's hard to believe, but many modern cruise ships still don't have man overboard detection systems. Despite advancements in technology, which could easily identify if someone falls overboard, many ships rely only on security footage or eyewitnesses to determine if someone is missing. This delay can mean hours pass before a person is even noticed missing, and by then, the ship may have already sailed miles away. Cruise lines often justify the absence of such systems by citing their high cost or unreliability, but many safety experts argue this is a major safety oversight. It's a reminder to stay vigilant, especially at night or on unattended decks. A little awareness could make all the difference. 3. You can order off-menu items. Here's a surprising tip. Just because something isn't listed on the menu doesn't mean it's off limits. The kitchen staff on most cruise ships are happy to accommodate special requests. Whether it's mashed potatoes or a grilled chicken breast, feel free to ask. If you have dietary restrictions or cravings, don't hesitate to make a polite request. The key is to ask early in the meal to give them time to prepare. The staff is usually more than willing to make your experience a memorable one. Ready to discover more insider cruise tricks? Wait till you hear about the surprising things you can ask for aboard without even realizing it. Stay tuned for the next part where we uncover more hidden gems for the savvy traveler. 4. On-board jewelry shops aren't owned by the cruise line. You might be drawn to the sparkling jewelry shops aboard your cruise, believing they are part of the cruise experience. But they aren't owned by the cruise lines at all. Instead, these shops are run by third-party retailers. So, if something goes wrong, whether it's a defective item, a bad return experience, or a piece that turns out to be worth much less than you paid, the cruise line won't have your back. A woman bought a diamond ring on board at a supposed 50% discount, only to learn the piece was worth a fraction of the price. When she sought help from the cruise line, they told her it wasn't their problem. The lesson here, be cautious, especially when buying high-ticket items. Take photos, compare prices, and always double-check what you're buying, even if it looks like a deal. 5. Crew members are trained to influence spending. You might think you're in control of your onboard spending, but behind the scenes, cruise lines have carefully crafted strategies to make you spend more. It's not just what the crew says to you, it's everything. Bartenders, store attendants, and even spa staff are trained with scripts that subtly encourage you to splurge. But it doesn't stop there. The scent in the air, the background music, and even the lighting are all designed to increase your likelihood of spending. This concept, known as scent marketing, is proven to evoke emotions and make you feel more inclined to purchase. When you feel a sudden urge to splurge on a pricey souvenir or a cocktail, remember, everything around you has been orchestrated to make you want it. 6. You can order extra food at no additional charge. You're not limited to just one serving in the dining room. If you're craving more, don't be shy. Order a second serving. Whether it's an extra appetizer, main course, or dessert, the cruise dining experience is designed to let you indulge. This is one of those unwritten rules most first-time cruisers don't know. So, the next time you're torn between two dishes, order both. The staff will happily accommodate your request without charging extra. Just remember to be polite and avoid wasting food. As long as you're considerate and kind to the staff, you may even get extra perks. Think that's all? There's more. In the next section, we'll reveal tricks like how to snag a room upgrade after you've already booked and the hidden places on board you'll want to know about. Stay tuned for even more insider tips to make your cruise unforgettable. 7. Cabin prices can drop after booking. Here's an insider trick that many passengers don't know. Cabin prices often drop after you've already booked. If this happens, you might be entitled to a refund, a room upgrade, or onboard credit if you ask for it. The cruise lines won't notify you about price drops automatically, so it's up to you to keep track. Seasoned cruisers often set price alerts or check prices periodically after booking. If the price drops, a quick call to the cruise line could result in an upgrade or extra perks without spending an additional cent. It's all about being proactive, and the best part is, it costs you nothing to ask. 8. Crew-only areas are your secret shortcuts. Many cruisers don't realize that certain areas of the ship typically reserved for the crew can actually be used as shortcuts. This trick is especially useful on larger ships or during busy boarding times. For guests in suites or those with VIP status, the staff may escort them through hidden hallways or service areas to bypass the crowds. These routes are unmarked and typically off limits to the general public, but if you know who to ask, you can access them. Whether you're avoiding the crowds during embarkation or quickly heading to a shore excursion, these crew-only pathways give you the feeling of having exclusive, behind-the-scenes access. 9. The Do Not Disturb sign can be a red flag. Here's something you may not have known. Keeping the Do Not Disturb sign on your door for too long, especially on the first day of the cruise, could raise some eyebrows. While the sign is meant for privacy, security teams might interpret an unchanging sign as a potential issue. If your door stays untouched for an extended period, they may knock or even enter your cabin to check on you. This is part of the ship's safety protocol, so while it's rare, it's a good idea to be mindful. Use the sign when you need it, but don't overdo it, especially at the start of the cruise, to avoid unnecessary attention. 10. You can request a behind-the-scenes tour. Not all passengers know this, but you can often request a behind-the-scenes tour of the ship if you know how to ask. These exclusive tours take you to areas that are typically off-limits, like the engine room, the crew's kitchen, or even the bridge where the captain steers the ship. These tours are usually not advertised and are often offered quietly to frequent cruisers or VIP guests. If you want to experience the inner workings of the ship, head straight to guest services as soon as you board and inquire if any behind-the-scenes tours are available. While they are limited, getting a spot on one can be a fascinating way to see what happens beyond the passenger areas. Want more secrets? In the next part, we'll show you how to make the most of your onboard experiences, whether it's discovering secret places on the ship or getting a better deal on shore excursions. Don't miss out on the rest of these essential cruising tips. 11. The main dining room is open when you board. When you first board the ship, many passengers head straight for the buffet. It's convenient and quick, but it's not the only option. What most don't realize is that the main dining room is open and offers a much more relaxed experience. It's quieter, less crowded, and you'll get full service with no buffet chaos. The best part? You can start your cruise with a proper meal, no trays or long lines. Skip the buffet rush and treat yourself to a more peaceful, enjoyable start to your vacation. Most first-time cruisers don't even know this option exists, so you'll be ahead of the game. 12. You can switch cabins after boarding. Here's a little-known secret. If there's an issue with your cabin, you don't have to just accept it. Whether it's a noisy engine, uncomfortable vibrations, or even strange smells, you can request a room change after boarding. If the ship isn't fully booked, the staff may be able to move you to a different cabin, often at no extra charge. The key is to be quick about it. If you're not happy with your cabin, head to reception as soon as possible to ask about availability. Being polite and courteous increases your chances of getting a new room, possibly even an upgrade if you're lucky. Just remember, you won't get anything unless you ask. 13. Shore excursions can be much cheaper when booked directly. Cruise lines love to sell shore excursions, claiming they're the safest and most convenient way to explore a port of call. However, what they don't tell you is that the same tours are often available at a fraction of the price if booked directly with local companies. In fact, many independent tour operators offer smaller, more intimate experiences for far less money. The trick is to plan ahead, do your research, and book directly. Look for reviews, confirm the excursion timing, and even send the local operator a copy of your cruise itinerary to make sure you're back in time. You'll save a lot of money, and in many cases, have a much more authentic experience than the larger cookie-cutter tours offered by the cruise line. 14. The front of the ship has secret viewpoints. Many passengers don't know about the hidden spots on the ship with the best views. There are areas at the front of the ship, typically on lower decks, 5, 7, or 8, that are often unmarked and completely unknown to most cruisers. These areas are perfect for capturing stunning sunrises, taking photos of the ship arriving in port, or simply enjoying the ocean breeze without the crowds. The crew won't mention these secret spots, and they don't show up on the ship's maps, but savvy travelers know where to find them. If you're looking for peace and the best views, explore the uncharted parts of the ship. Just be mindful of any crew-only signs. Still curious about more crew secrets? In the final part, we'll dive into even more hidden perks like laundry deals and avoiding strange smells in your cabin. Stay tuned for the last set of insider tricks that will make your cruise experience unforgettable. 15. Secret laundry deals are never advertised. Doing laundry during a cruise is notoriously expensive, and cruise lines know it. That's why they quietly introduce one of the best hidden tricks on board laundry bag specials. Nearly every cruise ship offers a fill-the-bag laundry deal at least once per sailing, where you can stuff an entire bag of clothing for a fixed, discounted price. The catch? They never announce it. You won't hear it in the daily announcements, it won't be printed on your cabin TV, and it typically won't show up in the itinerary. The only reliable way to uncover this deal is to ask your cabin steward early in the trip. If you're polite and show interest, many stewards will clue you in on when the secret laundry day will happen so you can plan ahead. It's a lifesaver for long voyages or anyone who wants to pack lightly. Just remember, the deal usually applies to a specific day, only miss it, and you'll be stuck paying full price for each individual item. For families or long cruises, this trick alone can save you a surprising amount of money. 16. Strange smells in your cabin could be from other passengers. Have you ever walked into your cabin and caught a whiff of something unusual? Maybe strong spices, heavy perfume, or an odor you can't even identify? You might assume it's housekeeping or something left behind by previous guests, but in reality, cruise ventilation systems often connect multiple cabins. This means you may be smelling scents drifting from your neighbor's rooms, sometimes several doors away. If the smell persists, don't ignore it. You can politely approach guest services and explain the issue. If the ship has available rooms, they may quietly offer to move you. No, you're not imagining things. Shared airways are simply one of the less glamorous realities of cruising. Longtime passengers know this, and they won't hesitate to request a room change if a mystery odor refuses to leave. Before we wrap up, cruises are full of luxury, entertainment, and unforgettable experiences. But behind the scenes, they're also loaded with secrets, unwritten rules, and hidden perks that only seasoned travelers know. Whether it's discovering secret viewing spots, ordering extra meals without judgment, or navigating around overpriced onboard shops, these tips help you enjoy your trip the way it was meant to be enjoyed. With this knowledge, you're not just another passenger. You're navigating like an insider. Think you're officially a cruise expert now? Not so fast. In the next section, we'll uncover the biggest mistakes passengers repeatedly make, the ones that can ruin a vacation without them even realizing it. If you want your next voyage to be smooth, stress-free, and truly unforgettable, you won't want to miss what comes next. Stay tuned. Your smartest cruise begins now.